Hello. How are you? Now there might be some mad noise in the background because it is hellish, hellish winds out there. I'm just seeing what it picks up on the. Aye, there's probably going to be some weird background type noises. Just one of those things. I can't stop the wind. Gabber pounding through the walls. I wish. I wish. Alright, Starbint. Pussy Peter. Spring Heeled Jim. How are you? Time to get affable. It's certainly. God, I forgot about that. Aye, it certainly is. Everybody's a wee bit affable. My one window vent is howling. Aye, it's just. It just makes me realise how poorly. What you call it? Insulated? I don't know if that's the term. Just how. Oh, the bit when the windy frame needs redone. How fucking shoddily the actual windy was put in. It's just so much louder than it should be. You know that way? It's that thing. Hello, open head case. S. Grieve, Vondel Park. You also have terrible wind. Well, that's fine. That is A-OK. So it's been going on. You been up to much? I don't think I've been up to anything. Fucking hell, man. Are you hearing it? I feel like you should be hearing it. Especially like if I'm speaking, you'll probably hear it a bit better. Because it opens the noise gate. That's bad old wind. I can't even think if there's anything that was to show off. I didn't get any mail. Nothing's happened. Oh, I get set up. My fucking Andy set me up well for emulating Castlevania 64. So it runs just beautifully on the PC. Even got a nice CRT filter on it. Because, you know, it's certain games are made to look a certain way and you want them to look a certain way. It's nice. Looks good. The only thing is I tried plugging in my wireless N64 controller and RetroArch does not like that at all. When I plugged in the wireless N64 controller, RetroArch started freaking out as if it was receiving about 1 million inputs at once. Then it closed itself. So I opened it again, it did the same again, closed itself. Then the third time I opened it, it did the same thing. It didn't close though. Loaded up the Commodore 64 core. It was waiting for me adding a game, and I don't know what the fuck it. And yet when I went into the options, it recognised that as a Switch N64 controller. Fuck knows. So I'm just going to map it to an Xbox controller and have fun that way because fuck figuring that out. Alright, Ben. No cards. No, there are no cards to be found here, I'm afraid. I wish there was cards. I'd love there to be cards. I want cards every day, but she is a bitch, this life, eh? Retroid just listed a new grip accessory and I want one, but my order just shipped. And it'll be another $15 shipping. That's how they get you, pussy bear. Have you done the RetroArch thing on the SNES Mini? I mean, I've not had the SNES Mini set up in ages, but it's got something. It's got RetroArch on it. Aye, it does. But I just no touched it in ages. Catch the next one then. No, fret not, because there is something here to open. Because I was in Tesco earlier, and I'm like, oh, I'll get them. I like those things. It's a fortune cookie, and it's kind of a card. You pull a thing from it, a random, and then you get a tasty wee biscuit. I've ever got a secret rare fortune. Now, the funny thing is, I genuinely love fortune cookies. I think they're unreasonably good for how little ingredients it actually takes to make one. So I'm going to break it here in case I get crumbs everywhere. Oh, oh. Oh, Jesus. I don't think that's a fortune. Next week is full of fun and adventure. That's not how fortune cookies work. Isn't a fortune cookie supposed to be something that's maybe like a wee bit philosophical, a wee bit. That feels like I got a sentence pulled out of a horoscope. Next week is full of fun and adventure. Is it? You know it's full of fun and adventure? This moment. Oh wow, that comes through in the mic. I'm sorry about that. I don't think that counts as a fortune. I think a fortune's meant to be something. Isn't the point of a fortune to sound a bit mystical and make like a white person go, oh, what does it mean? You know? That's just gone. Aye, next week will be alright, mate. Enjoy. Good biscuit though. I do like a wee fortune cookie. Beware a stranger with a Peaky Blinders haircut. Man, I meant to change that. I meant to change the wee. See, whenever it comes up, some pattern, and then now streaming in the link, that's set to just a button on the Stream Deck down here. And I'd meant to change that because, one, that's no Watson. And the Peaky Blinders thing was very tenuous anyway. I meant to change it, I forgot. I've changed it now. Just saving you from the crunching. No, that was a shite fortune. Don't think I'm opening one of them again. Just eat the whole thing next time in a wanna. That sounds like my knees when I stand up. That sounds bad, Steaks Daughter. That's sounds like a problem. No, it's kind of shite when you do notice the new noises your body makes as you get a wee bit older. Like every time I lie down in my bed, my shoulders click. Every time. And it's just like, oh, that's new? That's a new thing. Alright, Peter, how are you? Got them noisy knees as well since I was a kid. I think my knees make noises. My big toes have always clicked when I bend them. They just always click. It's weird. The body's a strange thing. And this, it sounds daft, this knuckle clicks all the time now when I'm doing like, not like when I'm just like pressing on something. I don't know if you heard that there. Just like pushing lightly against my other horn, it clicks immediately. Well, that's not a sign of some arthritis. I mean, I like that. New noise is me just screaming at the top of my lungs, trying to get out of a chair. Aye, that's fair. I'm trying to counteract the getting out the chair noise by when I get out of a chair, I'm trying to be conscious of no using my arms to get out the chair. You know what I mean? Like letting your core do the work, because it's too easy to be like, you know. So I'm trying to be aware of that. Remove the arms for the equation. God, this is interesting, isn't it? Let's play Sherlock. So something I realised when I booted this up just before the stream, I was like, oh, who's playing the violin? Because it's Sherlock that plays the violin. But it would make sense that because he plays violin, he can have his imaginary friend play it to entertain when he doesn't fancy actually playing it. That makes sense. Controls off. Wait, you just can't read it that well behind my head. Tobacco. Ah, it went away. I think it was suggesting that I can use tobacco to discombobulate. I think that's what it suggested. So here we are in a sweltering hot country wearing a 3-piece fucking suit. Let's get used to these controls again. Get a camera. Get the pulse. Get detective visions. Ma'am, are you affable? Ah, sympathetic, I see. Right, maybe you'll be able to discern Irish, but adventurer? Just John, like, Sherlock, how did you know? It's like, because he was walking by, she's like, oh, I love an adventure. Well, that wasn't very Irish, that was more kind of like Yorkshire, wasn't it? What are you up to now? Albanian bootmaker. Despising. Heavy smoker. Right, we've got a big old map. Much like the sinking city, I would imagine. Got some points of interest. What were we doing? Well, the game might have discombobulation, we don't know yet. We've not entered combat. Apparently they're what did it say in the tips screen when it was like, there are times when you must fight enemies, and it said something I think along the lines of, you can earn more XP from thieves' dens or some shit like that, as if you just go in and clear out these thief dens. So Luca killed a lady, and I'm not entirely sure I blame him. It's up to the police now, but to me, Craven seems more despicable. Right, so we're back at Cardona. Spent one night at Il Palazzo del Lusso, fell into criminal investigation. Right, so we're going to the cemetery in Miner's End. There's a figure of a crying angel on Mother's tombstone. Aye, and that's when we found out the imaginary friend John. Phone, be silenced. Fuck, I forgot the name of it already. Miner's End. Now, we might actually just be able to tell a cemetery from the map, you know that way? Oh, Miner's End's the area, I see. I mean, just run about a bit then, eh? This is, I'm getting very Sinking City vibes from the newspaper, the police station, the city hall. You know, I'm getting some vibes here. Aye, so we just come out of there. And it looks as if we can only run that away, so we might actually still be getting a wee bit funneled now. I just want to change costumes and shit. John, it's yourself.
Come on, Sherry. Why walk when we can ride?
I genuinely fancied a wee walk about the...
A free ride for every hotel visitor. Just tell me where to go.
Right, oh, that feels like we are being funneled then. They don't want us free roaming just yet. Because otherwise we'd never get to Mother's grave.
Is everything alright? If you don't feel up to it...
Is the volume alright, aye?
It's just a goodbye, John. It won't be difficult. I've already come to terms with my mother's passing.
So you really don't remember?
To what do you refer?
The funeral. Sherlock, you were distraught. At first, I thought this visit would dredge up those feelings, but you've been remarkably level.
John, I think I was too young to understand. I couldn't fathom why she would leave me.
Perhaps that pain is best left forgotten.
On the contrary, it's why I'm visiting her grave. To remember her.
I thought you wanted to remember, Sherry. Concentrate, and I'm sure it will come back to you.
Right, what am I getting taught now? You're going to teach me a new thing? Well, no, it's no asking the receptionist about my room, is it? The case of visiting my mom's grave. A bunch of asters, mother's favourite flowers. John asked if I remember my mother's funeral. I don't, but I can try to recall something. So let's pin that. Ah, we're doing this shit, are we?
Mycroft was adamant that we leave for London immediately after the funeral. He never told me why,
there's young
but I
John on
saw
the
how
left there.
unsettled he was by the long requiem.
And that's Mycroft with his hands on your shoulders then, aye. Alright, Johnny boy? Oh wait, are we doing more? Sometimes you've got like a path with these things, haven't you? Like that.
The service was sparsely attended. Though my parents were buried separately, the pastor said they're united in heaven. I didn't believe him even then. I wanted to see her one last time before the coffin was interred and say how I loved her. The chance never came. I feel rather
Aye.
faint.
You've
You're
kind of
fine,
changed
you're
feet.
fine.
Been fine
It's
with it.
over now. You remembered everything. It will get easier soon.
Who you kidding, Sherlock? Violet Holmes.
A pocket watch? It seems familiar, John. Why is it here?
I'm just thinking, see every I wonder if every sorry, no, I wonder I've played a lot of Sherlock Holmes games and that, and I feel like I've never heard mention of like his mum and dad or that. The closest family thing you get is like Mycroft, but I've never actually heard anything in reference to mum or dad. Alright, what about? First time seeing this game, and I'm immediately drawn to Sherlock's wallet chain. Right, well, I said it on the first stream, when this first got shown, right? And I looked at that Sherlock design, and I immediately sought out, right, who designed this Sherlock and John? It was that lassie with green, bright green hair, and I'm like, she made herself a couple of boyfriends. That's what she's done. She's like the clearest day shit you've ever seen in your life. Just sometimes it's really obvious, you know.
Rest in peace, Violet Holmes. Goodbye, Mother.
Wait, she was only 40-year-old. Fuck's sake. Right, so it's definitely her watch.
This watch was a gift. My mother's initials are engraved on it. The piece is in good condition. It must have been placed here only recently.
What's the next thing? The candles?
A candle in a small puddle of wax. It cannot have been lit for more than half an hour.
Is this really how you want to spend this time?
John.
This is my mother's pocket watch, John. Who put it here and why? Are you not in the slightest bit interested?
Immediately rob it. Aye, no more than half an hour ago. What are you saying?
This is excessive, Sherlock. Can you not let the mystery be?
I like as well because you've got to remember that that's like another part of him trying to like keep him safe, I suppose, if you want to think it like that. Aha. Is the wearer
A
affable?
man in fashionable shoes stood near the tomb. The size of the prints suggest he is approximately 5.5 feet tall.
A short king?
You were about to tell me the make and model of tyre, but let me assure you, I do not care.
Ah,
No
well,
way
it's
was that
going
a
to be very
penny
impressive.
farthing.
Come on then, the trail continues ahead.
I just saw a flash of a penny farthing. Somebody get a bit of fucking graveyard and a penny farthing. Aye, inconspicuous. Wait, oh.
He mustn't be far away to leave it unattended.
A portable easel was kept there.
Ah, an artiste.
The Hospitaller crypts. If memory serves, they're located at the far end of the cemetery.
Yep. Oh, well, I didn't mean that, but it's fine.
It's stained with oil paint.
Where else we go? Ah, the brushes. No? Wait, this again? Oh, here we go.
I hope that inspiration strikes upon visiting these beautiful vaults. At the very least, you'll enjoy the view. Yours, Mercuria.
An artist working in a cemetery? Do you think he'd paint my portrait?
No one could paint your portrait, John, except for I. Right, so there's your tree. Oh, is that the guy we were speaking to in the hotel? Mind he asked about if you want your portrait? Oh, Peter, did you miss it? Right, the whole first stream, every time you ran into a room, John was already there. He was teleporting about the place. And we came to the conclusion that John is dead in this game. And Sherlock couldn't handle it. And he's keeping a wee piece of John with himself. And then we finished the stream, went into the casebook, and we saw that. My imaginary friend John. John has been my friend since childhood. I cannot remember a time without him. He cannot accept that only I can see him. So this is not John Watson. John Watson's John. This is a guy called exactly Woodaba. Blew my fucking mind at the end of the stream. John Watson hasn't been met yet. At this time, this is a young Sherlock Holmes who grew up with his imaginary friend John. So you've got to remember that John is like another piece of him. So when John seems a bit cold, a bit it's him. And it makes sense, because, you know, he's kind of maybe separating himself sometimes to get a bit more, I don't know, a bit of a reality check. Sometimes you need to pep talk yourself. Sherlock imagined
it's that
himself a
ridiculous artist
boyfriend.
from the hotel.
Aye, it is,
Be
it's this
nice,
guy.
Sherry. Make friends.
Mr. Holmes, did you come for another portrait? No, I jest. You gave quite the performance last night. The hotel was abuzz with your name. I must say I was rather absorbed in it all. The fallibility of men.
You were riding a penny farthing through a
Such
graveyard.
Scandal.
It was a welcome distraction.
Oh, my manners. I am Werner Vogel, art enthusiast and gallery proprietor.
Mr. Vogel, I was perhaps too curt when last we spoke.
Speak no more of it. Travel takes it out of any man, never mind when this is your destination. Once I learned who you were, the pieces fell into place. Your mother was well liked on Codona in her time here. I was sorry to hear of her passing.
Does your gallery feature more than just portraiture?
Oh, of course. We display landscapes, sculpture, modern pieces too. I am sure we have something that will move you. You must stop by.
Only music moves me, I'm afraid.
Then you have simply not found your artist yet. Someone whose work hits you in your core. You're still young. I am sure we'll find them.
How did you come to possess my mother's pocket watch?
Oh my! It is quite something to witness those powers of deduction firsthand. Yes, I left you her timepiece. After her death, there was an estate sale. All of Cordona's elite picking of her remains. I couldn't let such a lovely thing go to those vultures. When I learned your name, I could no longer keep the watch in good conscience. It is yours by right, and I knew you'd find it here.
Thank you. I'd forgotten all about it, but the moment I saw it, I knew it was hers. Amazing what the young mind forgets and the older can recall. Rather odd, loitering in a cemetery.
I suspect you'll win, but I'm here for my art. There's beauty everywhere if you look, even in decay. A little darkness brings out the light. Now, a diligent observer might note that you too were loitering in a cemetery. What brings you here? Closure answers penance?
Closure, I suppose.
And what is closure? Mere proximity?
Understanding. Acceptance.
You didn't understand from afar. You had to come here to accept the truth of her death?
Of course I understand. She died of consumption, drowning in her own blood.
Your mother?
Yes, my mother.
I must have been misinformed. I'd heard otherwise.
Otherwise than consumption?
No, you'd know better than I. I'd heard talk of a police investigation, but Cordona is a notorious gossip. And what does it matter? She's passed on either way.
She has.
Well, I shall intrude no longer. I'll leave you to your closure. Do stop by the gallery if your travels permit. Farewell.
I'm sure our paths will cross again.
Are you all right, Sherry? Take as long as you need.
Whatever I need, it isn't here. We should explore Cordona. Perhaps there are archives that may shed further light.
I like the idea that if people knew your family, oh man, that would be great. That if like people can, see John just swapped places there. John just fucking boom. What was I going to say there? Aye, that if your family was known, so that people probably knew your mum and dad and that. The idea that at some point your imaginary friend John come up in conversation with people, so it meant that folk could really fuck with you. Like when you walked up, that guy, if he'd been like, Mr. Holmes, and John, just turn to the side and acknowledge where John might be standing and freak him the fuck out. The archives at the City Hall Police Station in Cordona Chronicle may hold key information. Yeah, I've played the Sinking City. So the mysterious visitor. What are you saying to it, John?
He's odd, Sherry. Even odder than I.
Quite. I also mentioned there's a police investigation into my mother's death. I doubt that's true, but if they did, there would be something about it in the police archives. 10 years ago, we were living somewhere in Grand Surrey, which should help me narrow my search. So we're doing similar kind of archive shit. Let's go to the police station. Now, are you going to let us walk there? Or are we going to be funneled? I think we might be allowed to walk there. Which is all the way there. Hold on, compass mark. Alright, so we can place down wee bits like that, and we can place down similar stuff like that. I'll put a wee compass mark down that way. Well, what would help having a compass mark is if the compass was turned on. There we go. I turned it off to take a screenshot, I think it was. Hello. Just running into places I probably can't run. Like this. Oh, I can not even a wee jump button. The Sinking City let me vault over things. Wait, new fast travel point. Oh, it's done like that then. Whereas in the Sinking City you had to go to like a certain... You had to go to like a phone box, travel between them, but this one just lets you bamf between them. Sherlock's iconic double jump. I mean, It wouldn't feel out of place, is the thing. The guy's strange. I don't think we can cross the water. Right, well, we can't, but for a second I thought it was going to let us. Oh, you brought me back here, but look, he's soaking. In a fucking suit like that. Wait, where's John? Ah, it'd be funny if John was soaking as well. Are you taking me somewhere? Is this a thing? No. I still need to make it myself. But the good thing is I'm back in like a normal looking place. I think I can take a right here. Aye, there we go. Wait, newsboy?
Extra! Extra! Look at what you've done! Criminal Luca Gallici, posing as a medium, confesses to the strangulation of a noblewoman.
She's not a noblewoman. She's a thief.
The cheapest news on the island.
But you can buy it. For how much though? What is that currency? 580 money? And I take it we're buying it for 1 money?
Thank you.
Yep. 1 money. Does that mean we get to... Ah! A fan of the occult got more than she bargained for after a visit to a spiritualist, her own death. Police arrested Luca Gallici, the famous medium at the Palazzo del Lusso, after he remorsefully confessed to the murder of the noblewoman. In an unlikely development, the investigation was initiated not by police, but by another guest at the hotel, Mr. Sherlock Holmes. The investigating officer said that the crime appears to be the consequence of a theft carried out during Mr. Galici's seance. Sources tell the Chronicle that Gallici has a checkered past and ought to expect severe consequences for this latest transgression. We sent a man to his bucking death.
Nice to see you.
To see you, nice. So I think this is a fake island. Oh, a blimp. Sorry, I'm getting like confused because my idea of when this is happening is kind of all over the place. Like you look at bits of the island and it seems older, and then you look at like a kind of modernish looking blimp up there, and then you've got plumbing like that. My brain's having a hard time. You know what should happen when you're running about? John should be on your back. Getting a cookie back everywhere. Ah! Don't look, Sherry. Don't look up, mate. Hello, the Polis. Police snitch. But your mate here? Nighthawk. Affable. So fucking affable. Oh, there's the mumble dialogue again. Let's listen for more. What are you looking for, mate? That's fucking Charles Reed! The photo! Hold on! It's Reed for the sinking city! It's Charles Reed! He's missing, officer. I need to put this man missing, insane, and dead.
Stark do this, Stark do that. I'm not a clerk, damn it. How am I supposed to get those records now? Yes? What is it? Would you like to report a crime?
No, I wouldn't. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I want to use the police archives.
Wouldn't we all?
I'm serious.
So am I. Officer Logan locked himself inside and he's not letting anyone in.
But why the archives? Won't that stall everyone's work?
You bet it will. He's looking up all the thieves in Cordona over the past decade. Say one thing for Logan. He's persistent.
What happened exactly?
A tailoress from Scaladio's been robbed. Logan spent 2 whole days at the shop sketching the thief, and she still insists that it's all wrong. That shrew drove him up the wall, she did.
Would you mind if I talk to this tailoress? I could get you the sketch in no time.
Get off your high horse, mister. You think you're better than our sketch artist?
Actually, I'm quite certain I am. Let me prove it.
Well, I see no harm in it, as long as it gets Logan out of there. In fact, I need to look up some records too. Here's the address. Good luck.
That man is 14 years old. The Master of Disguise, you say? Wait, why is that? That's the thing we read? Oh, right, it's because I didn't go over there. Master of Disguise. Police need to get a sketch of the thief who robbed Mrs. Nini's atelier. The sketch artist was unable to capture the likeness of the culprit, but my disguise skills may prove more effective. The atelier is located at the intersection, so it's like a tutorial, I think, for your disguises. I think. Intersection of Knights Road and Trinity Way. Scaladio, Knights Road and Trinity Way. Probably going to be closer, really, innit? Feels like that kind of thing. Trinity Way. Trinity Way, Knights Road. Right there, aye. It makes sense that they'd keep it close for your wee tutorial. Oh, sorry mate, I'm trying to juke.
Help me, please. I'm very sorry, sir, but I can't help you.
Okay.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
I don't want to talk to you, mister.
That's fair.
I am bored. Call me when you find the answer.
Right, so is this the atelier? I see the Polus are here. Ah, there it is. Mrs. Nini's. Oh, she's a sweet old lady. Let's see what she's hiding. You a pearl diver, ma'am? Italian terrace, needle expert friendly. That's just NPC heads put up there as if it's dummies. They're not meant to look that realistic. That's horrific. That's like hunting trophies. You a murderer, miss?
I'm pleased to meet you, ma'am. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I'm here to sketch the thief for the police investigation.
Oh, another one. I hope you'll be more patient than the previous sketches, signore.
I describe.
Can you describe the thief for me?
He
And I'll
was
put
all
on some
ugly
clothes.
and beat up looking. An utter rascal if ever I'd seen one. He gave me a nasty look from behind his glasses and then made himself scarce.
And
Glasses.
that's it? Could you be more specific?
He was a total villain, I told you. How much more specific do you want me to be?
All right, never mind.
She's supposed to be Italian, but it sounds like someone trying to do an impression of Nadia from What We Do in the Shadows.
I suggest we do it differently. You have a great many clothes here, haven't you?
Why, of course, but they're not for sale. I only do tailoring and mending.
No matter. I'll attempt to disguise myself as the thief, and you'll tell me if I get it right.
A
As
tutorial.
you wish, Senor Holmes.
Where can I find the clothes?
They're in my workshop at the back. Be careful, won't you?
Oh, I'm using your... Right, I just assumed Sherlock had like a pocket full of disguises somehow. John, you fucking gave me a fright.
What can I do for you, Sherlock?
Just stay in one place, man. Give me the heebies. See, that one's clearly made of wood. Those ones through the front. Oh. You'll hit dead ends with your investigations if you don't dress appropriately. Luckily, Sherlock has a penchant for disguise, so visit the wardrobe menu to change his outfit. Oh, what's that? Some hats. Am I just taking this woman's clothes and keeping them? What else can we pick up? Man, it'd be a good minigame if you had to, like, tailor your own shit. Learn a bit of a skill. think that's everything. Who the fuck's that?
Oh, look at this old chap putting on airs like some Italian doge. Why don't you disguise yourself
Wait,
as
what
him
does
instead?
Doge mean in that
We have a job to
context?
do, John. Oh, come on, at least do him first.
I thought Doge was just how people mispronounced the meme of that, Doug. Doge. Right. Oh, right, John suggested that I surprise Mrs. Neely by impersonating the man in the painting before I attempt to disguise myself as the thief. He's an old man with sideburns wearing a white... Aye, that'll be funny, actually. Let's do that. Italian Duke. Oh, really? Italian Dogecoin. I only realised recently that I think... See when it's that meme of the dog? I think it's meant to be pronounced doggy. I heard Doge... Dog. I heard it and then I'm like, wait, it's doggy. Wardrobe. Ah, here we go. Right. Popo, white suit. Criminal chic. Ugly beige suit. So we want white suit. Want a topped hat. Some sided buns. I don't know why I'm talking like this. Is that him? Check that again. Sideburns, white suit, a top hat. That's kinda him, innit? Unless there's another suit with a similar collar in there. Nah, it's just the beige suit. The outfits for Johnny Boy. Oh, fake bruises, light makeup. Oh, old man makeup. Surely that works. That's like, Sherlock, what makeup are you using that lets you do that? In what, 1920 maybe? 4 score. I think we're good to know. Fuck, aye, that's wild. Hello, my love, I've come back for you. John. Yeah, does she stay behind there?
Uncle Giovanni? Oh, signore, you look exactly like my uncle. He's the grandson of the Doge of Venice, you know. I knew you reminded me of someone. You are as alike as 2 peas. Perhaps you have some royal blood in you too.
That is flattering, I suppose, but I sincerely doubt it, Mum.
He's a doge. Now that's a deduction.
He's not an actual doge.
If you say so, my lord, the doge.
Oh, they need to stop saying that, it's freaking me out. See, 'cause I've never known it in any other context. Ah, right, what we did? Aye, so here we go. The thief looked like an utter rascal. He was beaten up and was wearing glasses. Right, I think I know what we need to go for here. Oh, right, so... John. Maybe it's you can only do it away from people, because otherwise it would probably be a bit shit if you were just changing it directly in front of somebody. Oh Jesus, did you see the patter there? You can't see it. It says, "What's on your head?" Because John Watson wears a bowler hat. Copper topper, fezzes are cool. Headwear for fans of tautology. So we've got some patter here, I see. What do these say? First of many close shaves. Looks like it might rub off. Facial hair for the too confident. Keep your chin away from prying eyes. No makeup. Why did they make him so pretty? Fake bruises. You should have seen the other guy. Brings out your best features. Wisdom beyond your ears. Right, so we need the fake bruises. We don't need sideys. I don't think there was much more descriptor, was there? Just kind of bruised up, wearing... Oh, that's good. Hold your pants up for you, keeping your hands free. That's good. I think that's what it was. Utter rascal, beaten up and wearing... Oh, glasses. I don't think there was anything else. Oh, I don't have glasses, so there must be some in here I didn't pick up. There we go. square pair on your round holes. Calm down. Being for the benefit of his eyesight. Oh wait, what's that reference? Windsor glasses being for the benefit of his eyesight. That feels like something. It looks like I've gotten shorter somehow, and I don't know how to explain that. Hello, I've come to rob you again. What?
He
That
did
was
wear
in pairs.
glasses, but not like those.
Oh.
His were angular and evil looking.
Evil
All
looking.
right, I'll try another pair.
Evil looking. Evil.
Your face is too innocent now.
What do you mean, too innocent?
There was something evil about his face. Like a moustache.
Pencil tash.
Yes. The kind that all villains twirl
Oh.
as they plot their evil
Or
plans.
I'd say that not all villains wear moustaches, but I get your point, Mom.
Is that a Beatles reference? John Lennon style specs being for the benefit of Mr. Kite. That might be it. It might be that. Now, did I not pick up something else because I have a very limited mustache choice at my disposal, so I'm just making sure there's nothing else that needs picked up. Use my special Batman ping. Oh, John, you get something to say, mate?
What can I do for you, Sherlock?
Not what? Dust falling through the ceiling. Let's see. So, I mean, that looks like it might rub off, so it's not going to be. See, I would call that a villain type moustache. But this is a strange looking guy. I feel like it would need to be a longer tash that had like wee bits, you know? Let's see.
No, those clothes are wrong. He was dressed in a very fancy beige suit. Must have stolen it from someone. No doubt about it.
All right, I've got it.
This is why the police were having trouble getting a fucking sketch together. Because it was changing like that. Ugly beige suit. And next thing you're going to tell me there was no bruises on his face. Ma'am.
He was wearing a hat. Didn't I tell you about the hat? It didn't go well with his suit. That man had no dress sense at all.
Well, what did it look like?
Oh, just a regular
Wait.
hat. You know? Black.
Wait. I feel like I'm being made to dress like John Watson if I think it is the bowler hat that wouldn't go with this. I think I'm being made to... Because a fez would probably go with that kind of outfit, maybe. But I don't know. Because Watson's got a tash and... No, he doesn't usually have glasses, actually. Right, if it didn't go with his suit, I'm thinking the fez. Maybe even the bowler's cap. See, I'd say the fez does go with that. But then what the fuck do I know about fashion? Here we go.
No, signore.
You didn't tell me it
wrong.
was.
I told you it was a regular ball.
Oh, did you say black?
You
Sorry.
didn't tell me it was a bowler.
But I did. You ought to pay more attention, signore.
You are a frustration, Mrs. Nini. Alright, here we go. They've kind of done as John Watson-ish. Is this him?
Ah, it's you. I mean, it's him. It's him.
Excellent. Now I can make a sketch and take it to the police.
Yes, sir. Please do. That rascal is still on the loose. I hope they are better at catching than sketching.
Her face
Before I
looks
go,
really
Mum, are
good.
you quite certain that you don't have any clothes to sell?
Well, I suppose you can take the police uniform. An officer forgot it here years ago, and I don't have any use for it. If you want to buy clothes, visit the outfitters. You can find them all over Codorna. I hear they even do free rentals now. Let me show
Nice.
you where the nearest one is.
Thank you very much.
Ice Cream John. Ice Cream John? What?
John has wares if you have coin.
Really? Really? We doing that? At least it's not the usual one. at least it's no, you know, but fucking hell. You know, sometimes you hear something in your brain goes, oh, what? No fucking chance, man. Kill your hallucination. Pardon me, ma'am. And she just sees you with nothing in your hand, going like that at nothing. John getting his throat jabbed out. There it is. Portrait of the thief who robbed Mrs. Nini's atelier. Aye, go and see Constable. What's his name? Stark. Now, did she say I could take a uniform for back here? Or have I technically already got it? Oh! Right, my thing has filled up now. Ice cream man suit. 1 scoop or 2. What's happening? I think these might be DLC suits that have now been added because we're allowed to dress up. I think. So what we got? Bold, black and brilliant. Boy in blue. A glimpse of the future. Oh aye, a more older Sherlock suit. Victorian vampire outfit. You're lucky you can admire yourself in the mirror. That's a Reed suit. That's a Charles Reed suit. Cthulhu is calling. Aye, very good. Each pocket holds up to 4 kidneys. Answer the question, what if clowns were more evil? Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. Right, greatest detective, this Luke Cage as well. You have to ask, you can't afford it. That's so garish, man. The fucking gold piping. Slavic gangster, you came to the wrong neighbourhood. Oh, it's the fucking stripes! The fucking stripes! Does it come with a squat emote? The devs are Ukrainian. It's fine. They're Ukrainian, it's fine. That's fuck. I can't really kick a boot in that for a while. What's that last one? Widow's outfit. Top of the morning to you. Okay. Okay, I see. Fucking hell. See this, the wee second it took my brain to notice the stripes, that's... Oh, I think we're definitely... What else have we got? Look at that. Scares away all the infectious diseases. Famous among Eastern European hoodlums. Grief can still be glamorous. You can't buy happiness, but you can buy ice cream. I wonder what the ice cream thing's about. No accessories though. No facial hair stuff. There's the man for the vampire outfit. Does not sparkle. Oh, and John gets some partner coning toil. That's a reach and a half, man. That's... I don't think I've ever seen a reach for a bit of wordplay like that in my life. So if you don't know, Arthur Conan Doyle wrote Sherlock Holmes. Partner coning toil, it's the ice cream outfit. Jesus. And I think that's a traditional... Aye. The traditional mind you go to an outfit like that in the Sinking City. End the stream immediately. I can't mind the name for it. I think it gave you the name for it in the Sinking City. It's like traditional Ukrainian like dress. Fucking hell, what's the shoes like for it? I thought it might have been a pair of kicks. That looks so weird, man, because of the waistcoat. Like it would look kind of normal without the waistcoat and the tie, obviously. Fucking hell! It's when you remember what you're looking at as a shirt with the stripes and not an actual jacket with the sleeves rolled up. Jesus Christ! It'll be funny to kick about in that for a wee bit.
Thank you, signore.
Arrivederci. See, oh no, I wish there was a photo mode and you could like cycle through poses. Is the shot called Schwanka? That might be it. It might be. This should make you run faster or something. Right, to the Polis. See, now it looks strange because it is like joggers that kind of fit your legs. Do you know what I mean? This is so stupid. I love that. I love that. It's a strange run, isn't it? Oh, new person. Oh, wait, I can ask them something.
Is this familiar to you?
I can't tell you because I don't know.
That's fair. But it's a new person looking for Charles Reed.
Hello again, officer. I've spoken to the tailoress and made a sketch of the thief.
Do you like the drip?
It was child's play.
No, really? And she didn't give you any trouble?
No, no trouble at all. She was quite tolerable.
I look like I've still got the vampire
Who would've thought?
thing on my
Hey,
arms.
Logan, we've got the sketch. Come on out.
Can I use the archives now?
Well, they're generally not accessible to the public.
Is that why Sherlock wears
But
gloves?
you really helped us out, so I'll just turn a blind eye.
I appreciate it, officer.
What did you say your name was? Holmes? Come and see me after you're done. I may have a proposition for you, Mr. Holmes.
I assure you I do not swing that way, young man, but thank you. Thank you for the compliment. Right, that's going to be dev faces, isn't it? Aye, usual. Cordona. He's mumbling. Wait, why would there be a police do not cross just sitting there? You good, mate? I probably shouldn't be in here. Oh, evidence. Sherlock looks like he's using a tiny mic speaking to this eye with the hand up like that all the time. Chief Inspector Placido. Domingo? What's going on here? We're queuing for... Are you having a time there, pal?
Oh, I need a day off.
Your hands look insane. Is that meant to be like ink stains or something? Hello, I'm getting in. Nothing for me to do in here, no. Archive, baby. Aye. So, let's let's see, where is it? We want... Is this right, what we're doing here? Property crimes. Suspects. Shit, where are we again? Scaladio. Nah. Sorry, I forget what is it we're actually doing right now. Oh wait, we're done with those. Oh, sorry, I'm miles away. So we're doing this now, I think. Yes, here we go. I pin that evidence that way. Right. Police investigate Miller's death. That's true, but if they did, there'd be something about it. Okay. 10 years ago, we were living somewhere in Grand Surrey. Right, so Grand Surrey. No crimes. Subjects. Victims. Documentation, maybe? There we go. All found in the archive was an empty folder labelled thusly: Case of Violet Holmes, April 9th, 1869, Stonewood Manor, Grand Surrey. There are no documents inside at all. Seems that there really was a police investigation, yet all the case files are missing. Oh. Get into a memory, perhaps? Perchance.
John, I just recalled that we were living here on Cordona in a manor. And there was a policeman.
Really? What else do you remember? What happened to our mother?
Oh,
Memory
our
was
mother.
vague,
Our
a
mother.
mere flash. I have to find our house.
Absolutely. Let's do it.
What would be really interesting is if you met Mycroft in this and John was his spitting image. And it was like the brother you wanted to be there for you, but he wasn't. So you kind of, you know, it's probably not going to be that. I just thought it would be something. Right. Flash of memory. Policeman in front of our manor, but what was he doing there? Stonewood Manor must be located in Grand Surrey. Also had a glimpse of a bridge and a church on a hill. The manor must be somewhere nearby. Grand Surrey. Some new shit here. Let's see. Grand Surrey. Oh. Oh, no, there it is. They were talking about a hill. So there's the hotel. There's a trader's alley. I think, did he see a hill and a church or something? Glimpse of a bridge and a church on a hill. Right, Grand Surrey. Bridge. And a church on a hill. I mean, that could be a hill leading up. Unless it expects me to use archives to get a more detailed, you know. I'm looking in case any street names sound like it's named for a church kind of thing. Oh fuck, I went right outside Grand Surrey. Wait, where's the line? Right there, okay. That shortens it down a wee bit. Oh, is that a bridge to a church on a hill, maybe? Might be.
I'm done with the archives for now. Can I help you with anything else?
As a matter of fact, you can. The thing is, our chief inspector has vanished, as if we weren't undermanned enough as it is.
Wait, what do you mean, vanished?
Gone missing on a case. Shady business, but that's besides the point. See that board? Pending cases are posted there for any available officers to investigate.
So
I would take them myself, except that I've been told to work the reception desk, like some clerk. Yes, we're that short-handed.
Yes.
I understand your predicament, but what does any of it have to do with me? I may be available, but I'm certainly not an officer.
Oh, don't worry about it. Consider yourself a temporary one-man independent police force. That's a bit of a mouthful. There's just one small, minor basic formality. You'll need to complete our physical training course. Easy.
I think this is going to be me.
To balk at a spot of
Tutorial
exercise.
in
What must I do?
combat.
That's the spirit. Sergeant Ermy will show you the ropes. Follow me.
At least I'm already wearing my... Oh, wait, I had on the perfect stuff for agility training and shit. Hello, Ermy.
So, you're a newcomer. We must be desperate to ask untrained civilians for help.
You're lucky to have a well-trained civilian with a brand new auto pistol in his arsenal.
An automatic? A bit of a braggart, aren't you?
Are you trying to test me already?
That is why you're here, boy. I need to verify your skills before I can allow you to catch criminals. The first targets are in the next room. You know what to do with them. I'll join you in a while to see the results.
Wait, it's no just like prisoners through here, is it? Please complete the Black Mesa Hazard course, Sherlock. Sherlock learning the crouch jump.
Concentrate, Sherry. You need to hit every target to show the sergeant how we do it.
Okay, to aim, press L2, fire with R. To aim and activate slow motion and highlights objects you can shoot but only for a limited time. To manually reload the pistol, press square. Alright, we're doing that kind of shit. We bit of auto aim as well. That's fine. Easy enough.
Hooray!
Proceed to the next
Hooray!
room. Meanwhile, I'll fill out the paperwork.
You were there the whole time?
Move on to the next room, new boy. That's an order.
New boy.
Come on, Sherry, it's just like in childhood.
John.
Come on, Sherry, it's just like in
John,
childhood.
no, that's actually incredible because your feet are supposed to be planted under something for leverage. You're definitely imaginary, mate. Oh! Oh! We got some dodge rolls. Okay.
Steady, Sherry. Steady. And go.
Done before you finished.
My favourite mannequins for attack. Let's strike them ninja style. Aim for where you might take advantage
What are you
and
talking
don't
about,
forget
John?
the environment.
Aiming slows time, highlighting enemy weak points and helpful nearby objects. Shooting these will open your foe up for a rest. When aiming at environmental objects, make sure your enemy is in proximity before you fire. So, like, shoot that down on top of him? And that put a skull on his... Did I just kill that man?
I could do this all day.
Please don't, Sherry. We don't have that much time. Let's move on.
A hat shot's different from a headshot, I'm assuming. I see I've also got some tobacco there. I think that's for going like, yeah, like pocket sand. I think.
Our enemies might be stronger than us, but we rely on our wits. Shoot off their armour. The snuff's ready.
What the fuck is this game, man? The snuff is ready. Like, wait. Right. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hooray! Alright, let's move on, Sherry.
I just killed that guy though, didn't I? Then how do I use the snuff? The snuff is ready. Makes me think that that means it has to recharge. Like, the snuff is ready. Oh, this is great.
If you stand here and use your snuff box on them, you can definitely overcome them, Sherry.
Okay.
It's all calculated.
Oh, it is charging. Look, right there. The snuff is ready. Okay.
Look at that helmet of his. You won't be able to get the powder past it.
Helpful advice, John. I would never have guessed.
Good job, new boy. Well, I'm almost finished with the paperwork. Let's talk about your results.
Right. But is that like, oh, I see you know the snuff technique well. Like, what the fuck did they think I was
Well,
doing?
I must say your results aren't as bad as I feared. Perhaps you're not completely hopeless, but true combat is quite different from shooting stationary targets.
I'll handle it just as easily.
Well, that's what we're going to find out. Now, we'll test you against our men. Your task is to detain them, not to kill them. So don't go shooting anyone in the eye. That goes for in the field as well. Even though you'll be working with the police department, that doesn't mean you have a license to kill. Here, take these. They are blank rounds. So, are you ready?
Always ready.
Then let's get
Blank
cracking.
round at proximity will still blow a head apart.
Not at all. I can hit them all with one shot.
Officer.
Good luck, Sherry, and remember, the surroundings are your playground.
Murder is cruel and excessive. Try to arrest the enemy instead. Disorient your opponent, getting close, then press X to arrest them. Follow the cues promptly to immobilise your foe. Are we getting like QTEs for like handcuffing folk?
I'm coming for you.
Oh! Oh, that threw him. Right, I wasn't expecting the way that QTE worked
missed the
there.
party.
It won't work this way.
What am I doing?
I'm coming.
Oh, right, so I need to find another method now. like some powder. Oh! He had one on his back. Right, so it's there and then hat. Right, I see.
Take a rest, my friend.
That's an arrest, is it? Just knocking a guy out. Oh! Oh.
Eat lead!
This is fucking silly. Wait, oh, there's handcuffs above him. Oh, is that to let me know he's arrested, right? Come on, snuff. I think I need to snuff him and then shoot a bit in his back or something. I'm really unclear. Oh! Oh! Well, I was saying how blanks work. I think the snuff's ready, even though it's not glowing. Let's see. Shit, no, no!
Overcome him,
Oh wait, it's ready, the snuff! The snuff, Sherlock! Oh come on mate, the snuff! This is hard to understand.
No more crime for you until next month.
I don't know what's happening. Right, hat is it? No, mask.
We can overcome the brute now.
Ah, right, that's what... I like the idea that he gave up, but...
Too simple.
That he gave up because I shot his hat off. What, just explode it?
That's enough. You've proved yourself.
That's bizarre, that's weird.
Congratulations on the arrests. I can't believe you did so well with the close combat.
Did I?
I did tell you that I'm well trained.
Well, do the same on the street, and you'll be well rewarded for every arrest you make. Here is your certificate. You are now an authorized crime scene consultant. Well, it's now your duty to make this city a safer place. Cordona won't ever forget it, but at the same time, it will never remember. I'll tell Stark all the necessary details about your successful certification. Congratulations.
Now you're a certified crime scene consultant. Congratulations.
Thank you, my friend. Now, shall we head for Stonewood Manor?
Don't know. You have the whole island to investigate. It's all up to you.
A bandit lair has been marked on your map. Press details to open the how to play screen. Bandit lair. I take it that's one of them. Yep. Okay, so weird shit's happening. Now, something I realised there was, see looking at that photo, I see we have a red line drawn along the top of the shape of the building. So I think that's what I'm actually meant to be looking for here. If you know what I mean? That kind of shape. Maybe that's what it's hinting to. Maybe no. Just feels weird that that's outlined that way, you know? Where was the bit I marked again? I marked it there, but there's like nothing around there with that kind of shape. And why would it have that shape? Because you're meant to be looking top down, it's no flat on. So, I'm not sure. I'll go down that way anyway and see what's happening. Oh, night time. Right, where do we want to... Who's that? Oh, one of the clothing traders. You know what? I'll pop into one of them. See what's shaking. I think this is the way.
We have a large assortment and pleasant prices.
Hello there, sister.
The finest clothes for the finest citizens.
Wait, your accent just changed there, I think. No, hold on. I take it the... I'm wondering what the arrows are. This is a surprising amount of outfits to choose for. But then John's armour. Where is John from? What the fuck is this? Fuck. So I realise what's happening is it's just all the NPC stuff, you know, you slap it on Sherlock. But this is weird. I love the earrings. I'm curious about the wee kind of like circular arrows there. I thought maybe that means those are ones you can just rent, but the rent prompt is on all of them anyway. This is bizarre. Because it's like, I've got that. There's just a lot happening, isn't there? There's just a lot of stuff happening. That's another one for the Sinking City. Toy pirate hat. Hey! That comes with a wee ponytail. This is just this is very strange. What the fuck is going on? Wear this or stay at home. Alright, I get you. Designer stubble. Alright, scars. Black eye. Deluxe glamour, looking good costs money, right? So what, like cosmetic surgery type Sherlock? Aye, this is strange.
Of course. Think it over.
Weird.
Take your time.
Weird shit abound. Look at those synchronised horses. Ah, they're not synchronised. What? Ah, a shortcut. I mean, ideally I would just buy all the clothes and just swap out every now and again because it's funny, but... the layout of this city is bizarre. Ugh. Well. If it isn't one of the things for the sinking city. Anything else? You got vaudeville, Cordona, the wonderful two-headed girl, the eighth wonder of the world. Wait, where was the chronicle? It just popped up there. Oh, around the corner. Alright. What is this day?
All the newspapers are sold out.
Maybe it's a daytime thing. We go there in the morning. Dr. Bilal sees the future. Oh, he's got his third eye open. Right, let's see if I can figure out a place. Founders Square. Now, I've marked down there because I thought that might be the bridge that I'm thinking of. Across there. Then that might be the bridge we're talking about. Where's John? John should be sprinting alongside me. It's funny how much more sense it makes than how much more sense it makes that when you were having those moments in that I think I fucking called it. Those bits in the hotel where you were hearing John as if he was talking inside your head. And mind, I was spinning round going, what the fuck is he? Well, called it like a motherfucker.
Hey, Sherry, there's post here, and it seems as if the letter was delivered recently.
Oh, for Mycroft. Sherlock, I hope this letter does not reach you, for it would mean you've committed to your absurd flight of fancy. The past is the past. To expect and spend any more time and energy retreading one's steps is at best childish indulgence, and at worst pathological weakness. Consumption is an ugly end, and you are better off for not witnessing it, despite all your protestations. One presumes by now you have visited her mother's final resting place. I trust this has satisfied your impetuous impulses and frees you to return to London at once. It is time to turn your back on what was and help to shape what could be. The nation needs you.
After reading that, I am even less eager to return home than before. Let's investigate our manor.
That's the Mycroft I know.
Let me in.
Predictable.
There she is. Our old manor. It's smaller than I remember.
You were a couple of feet shorter back then, Sherry.
Look at the ash all over the door. I don't recall hearing of a fire.
We don't have to stay here. You can afford another night or two at the hotel.
It's stuck.
Oh well, let's just head back. They probably haven't even stripped our room yet.
Come on. Must be locked.
Move aside. Let me have a go. Seems fine to me, Sherry. This barrier. Perhaps it's mental, not physical.
Or perhaps the rest of us are simply constrained by reality, John. I wonder if there's a key secreted somewhere in the garden.
Take a look around, Sherlock. I'm sure you'll discover something.
Alright, something in the garden. Let's go have a wee look. Oh, what the fuck is that? What is this?
And this must be the reason our suspect was apprehended. Wood and glass, very precious.
Oh, is that a fake crime scene he set up when he was away because he's insane?
I did not expect these to still be here. It was enjoyable to practice using real handcuffs to make an arrest.
Hey, that's Wooden Joe. He was always the best at playing criminals.
That's wild.
An irreplaceable tool for catching a thief. Funny, Wooden Joe reminds me of the trouble we once got in with the police. Do you remember, John?
Somewhat.
John, where are you?
Maybe we can recall more details.
Oh, he was there, I just saw him. And then he went back to there. Very healthy and normal. Insane crime child, aye. Alright, Algonquin, how are you? What have you missed? Well, we're Sherlock Holmes. Our friend John over there is imaginary because it's not John Watson. We haven't met John Watson yet because we're very young. And we're here at the old mansion we grew up at. You know, normal shit. Right, Wooden Joe or whatever his fucking name was. Oh, cheers for the sub. 17 months young. Indeed. The grounds are actually bigger than I realised.
Why does this barn give me such an unpleasant feeling?
Oh, I know. It's because Mycroft used an axe to shoo you out of here. It scarred you for life, but I enjoyed it.
John, you're not real, my man. Which means a part of me enjoyed it. I think that's what it means. Where would a key be hidden? Ah, a light source. And a thing to stand on. No. Really? This isn't a thing? That feels like extreme game design shit. Really? Wow. Kind of mental. Double check what's John saying. Just talking about that shit. Oh, they want me to remember the full story about the plate. Right, I remember in the past. Let's see. So that'll probably let us maybe remember a key being set somewhere. So here we go.
The policeman brought us both home, John. That's why he was here.
I'm pretty sure he brought something else with him too. Do you remember what it was?
Is he holding a gun?
I bet it was our reward.
Oh.
No, we were not so lucky.
Oh. It was the shape his hand was in?
It was a set of lockpicks that we had used to sneak into someone's house. That's why we were arrested.
And we were going to pick the lock
Did
in the
someone come
front
out
door?
to investigate all the commotion?
It was Mycroft. He smoothed things over and convinced the policeman not to press charges. The officer left and never returned. But we had to endure a serious talking to from my brother.
Strange that it doesn't say our brother. They've been quite, like, consistent with our room, our house, but he's saying my brother.
Mycroft wasn't happy about the fact that we were arrested. It felt like he lectured us for hours.
Did we give him something afterwards, Sherry?
Oh, yes. Yes, now I remember. It was a letter. That's why we snuck into the house. Mycroft asked us to. He wasn't angry we stole, but that we got caught.
Oh, that's right. It must have been only a couple of months after we moved to Cordona. Oh, the good old days.
Whoa.
How very odd. It appears that memory stood between me and the manor. It's as if my mind palace had seeped into the real world. This deserves further investigation. Perhaps there's more to discover inside.
As long as there is a comfortable place to put my feet up, I'll be happy. Maybe a chaise longue.
Aha! In we go.
That was weird.
Home sweet home, Sherry.
Be quiet, John. Auction notification. We've been instructed that a public auction will take place on 20th of July at Stonewood Manor. All lots have been selected from the finest pieces of property owned by the Holmes family and have been evaluated by experts. Their authenticity is confirmed.
And I was wondering why it's so empty in here.
There may be a small chance that some of our property could be found among local traders' wares. It is worth a look, wouldn't you say?
Find furniture traders across the island to acquire items for your manor. The stock updates frequently, so keep an eye on the map for notification. Are we, like, restoring the manor's glory? Because I do like shit like that. I like that a lot.
Hey, this is the luggage we brought from London, isn't it?
News of Violet's death, 10th of April 1869. Tragedy at Stonewood Manor. Mrs. Violet Holmes, widow of Seeger Morland Holmes, that's a name, died unexpectedly in her home yesterday, April 9th, 1869. She survived by her two sons, aged 20 and 10. So, wait. So are we still in the 1800s then? If Sherlock was 10 in 1869, there's no way he's old enough yet. So I think we're still in the late 1800s. Unclear if they will remain in Stonewood Manor. Mrs. Holmes purchased the property only a year ago. Despite her feeble constitution of body so ravaged by consumption, Mrs. Holmes was quickly welcomed into Cordona's elite. In her high vocation she had, in addition to the deep intuitions of a gifted woman, the strength of a man, the conscientiousness of a saint, and the wit of a satirist. A specialist in ancient object, she became the authority and authenticity. Police conducted an investigation upon arrival at the manor, but have not released further details. The cause of her death is unknown. Well, you just mentioned consumption.
Something did happen that day, but no one can tell us the details. How can that be?
Agreed. It's rather suspicious.
Jesus, that wind out there. Fucking hell. I'm worried about the window just flying and hitting me in the back of the head like Uzumaki can. So that looks like another memory blocked door there with ashes.
Another one. There must be something important behind it. I can feel it.
Sherlock, you've got a lot of problems, don't you, son? Clearly. Another one.
Another one. There must be something important behind it. I can feel it.
DJ Khaled in this bitch. Another one. Another one. Right, let's check up the stair. I mean, are the stairs okay? They're not going to be covered in ashes as well, are they? I can't remember how to climb the stairs, John.
Another one. There must be something important behind it. I can feel it.
John, you gave me a wee tiny fright there. Just a wee... Wait, oh, that's quite a similar setup to the flat that you end up with in London with the big chairs and that, with the fire. I don't think it's like a reference, I just think it's like, you know, it's one of those things I remember. What is that, coin collection?
This book, where I kept my collection of coins, it used to be bigger.
They auctioned them, mate. Letter from Mycroft. Little brother, you claimed you were bored and wanted to play a game. Well, I've created one that should hold your attention, as well as teach you a thing or two about the world. I borrowed some of your precious coin collection and have hidden each one in a discreet place around the island. You will have noticed the symbol drawn in this letter and the attached map. Your mission is to search the marked locations for the same symbol near each. Near each you will find a metal tube that contains a hint to help you recover one of your coins. If you are able to retrieve them all, come and tell me what you have learned. I am eager to see how fast you can solve my little puzzles. Mycroft.
Oh, no. We won't let this stand, right, Sherry? I want to find my coins.
Our coins.
It's going to be difficult. The sands of time, you know? Some things may have changed, but you're right. We can't let Mycroft win.
Mycroft hid part of my collection of unique coins around the island. This collection was started by my father and later expanded by me. My brother claimed that searching for them would be an experience both educational and fun. Unfortunately, I only managed to find a few of them before leaving Cardona for good, and the remaining coins are still scattered around the island. I now remember how angry I was about that. Mycroft left a map with marked locations. At each location he had a clue with further directions. To find a clue we should look for the same symbol as drawn in his letter. Alright, so like side mission type shit. A wee distraction. Another one.
Another one. There must be something important behind it. I can feel it.
Alright, well, let's see. Let's check something. So we're not getting a thing for them. So I think we probably can't do anything with those doors yet. Let's see what we see in here. Right, just move them out the way so we don't get the notification. Aye, the memory of the policeman. So there we've got the Cardona stories. That's about the furniture. Anything new in here? Oh, I suppose died a TV and the missing records. No, that's not a thing. And that's not going to glue any of them. Alright. I suppose I'll check the other block. Oh! There we go.
I remember how angry Mycroft was about these marks. He called it a frivolous, childish endeavour.
Let me have a look at the other doors in my special vision. Nah. What are you saying, John?
Home sweet home, Sherry.
What's this? It kind of looks like there's maybe been a big painting.
I think our family portrait used to hang here.
I'm wondering if it's one of those ones where they want me to hit, you see, wee points like that, wee talking points, and then something might progress, but can't go there. Now hold on, we come in here at night time. proper night time. Nothing there. Any visions in here? Hold on. Wait, nothing to examine.
I heard footsteps upstairs a second ago. Wait, do we have an attic here?
We don't, by the looks of it. So I think I want to just leave now to get some. Oh!
One of the first things I saw when entering this house as a child. It's like deja vu.
I was sure that painting was going to have something to say.
Mycroft's umbrella, the only outgoing thing in his wardrobe.
Another memory incoming, Sherry.
There we go.
Strange, I struggle to recall anything about the day we moved in. The only detail I'm sure of is that it was raining early that morning. Our mother brought a slew of belongings with her. She refused to leave a single thing in London. Mycroft had to spend the whole day dealing with it.
Who was in the oh, she would have been consumption.
This trip was a challenge for our mother. I tried to help her.
What is consumption against TB, innit?
There was always a hat on our stand, but I'm sure it did not belong to Mycroft.
Do you feel it? Is it the air shimmering? Or is it
TV.
my imagination?
You don't have an imagination, John. You're like Pinocchio. Here we go. Is that maybe the dad? So that'll be Mycroft arranging shit. And then mother being helped. Let me just see what the other one is for this. No, because your dad was dead and that's the umbrella, so it would be Mycroft, aye. Mycroft ain't everything really because the dad was dead.
You're not even trying, Sherry.
What?
Concentrate.
What do you mean? I don't know who this old guy is, but that's no Mycroft. Were you helping her while Mycroft was doing this shit? That's him directing you, maybe, like.
You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate.
Curious about the old guy. I thought it suggested that the feather was deed when you moved in here. Let's see. Umbrella that's thrown me though. Alright.
Your neighbors will be told that Mrs. Holmes is suffering from tuberculosis.
Doctor.
It is common to move closer to the sea in such cases.
Thank you, Dr. Richter. No, Sherlock, step away from her. Upstairs. Go to your room.
Lean on me, Mother. Take your time.
Actually, I never heard her coughing. I remember now.
Something's up. We arrived in the early morning of a rainy day. Sherry's mother was weak and unsteady, so he tried to help her. Mycroft was very serious while dealing with luggage. When he saw Sherlock trying to help his mother up, he commanded him to go upstairs to her room. The last person to arrive was the doctor, Otto Richter, who said that the neighbours will believe that Violet has tuberculosis. Sherry just realised that he never heard her coughing.
I feel dizzy. It's stuffy in here, isn't it?
John feels dizzy.
John, are you all right?
I'll be okay in a minute.
You just kind of phased out there.
How
a
about
second,
we
John.
find our room in the meantime?
This is the one with the red glow. John proposed that we find a bedroom. I think it was somewhere upstairs. Right, the thing is, you're not in your 70s coming back to your childhood home. You're like, what, 23 maybe? You would remember what fucking room it was, man. It's not been forever. No tuberculosis. Mother died of tuberculosis. Mycroft had the truth about the death of her mother and lied when he told me that she died of TB. Right. Gentlemen, to bed.
Look at this. It's
That's
like
my
travelling
bed.
10 years into the past with a single step. Oddly satisfying.
I nearly asked where the other bed was. Like as if they would have a bed for John.
Coal dust from Miner's End, sandy dirt from the old city. We scoured the island top to bottom for these soil samples.
For then experiments, I assume.
The first chemical laboratory I ever made. I almost miss its elegant simplicity. Look at this, John. Remember how desperately I wanted to learn the violin? I never had a proper opportunity.
Such a shame. I always hated the rule about being silent in this place.
So he can't play the violin yet. But we've seen John playing it at the splash screen.
So many pleasant evenings were spent here with the Encyclopedia Americana. The only fiction book on my table. I can still hear my mother reading it to me.
Is that a gun? No. It's a fucking what you call it? Like a hole punchy type thing, isn't it?
Interesting.
Oh.
What's that over there? This doorknob has a cross-shaped end. Too intricate to be merely a handle.
You know what? That definitely looks like a key. Let's poke around and see if we can find any secrets.
Oh.
A magnificent tool made for a spurious purpose, staring into the sky. I've definitely found a better use for it.
You mean for spying on people?
John, for fuck's sake. Oh. VR. I love VR.
Oh, these must be the notes of my earliest observations. We wanted to locate a particular dog we'd spotted, and we met
so
it,
there's
didn't we?
drawing down here.
I'll never forget how challenging it was to obtain this simple sketch.
Oh no, it's you've added the drawing of the suspect. I see. Let me just check this wardrobe first. Nah, okay.
Need to repeat this one day, but with bullets.
VR. Can I think with that?
Need to repeat this one day, but with bullets.
I mean, your mum's name was what, Violet, but R. Let's see. Aye, so we've got a. Oh, for this box, maybe.
Nah, doesn't fit here.
Oh. The wardrobe, is it? No, it's not the right. The opening doesn't look right, and yet it is.
Perfect match.
Oh, we got it. Ah.
Still has a faint odour of tobacco, one of the few things on this island that smell like home.
Wait, that didn't count as a. I need a special look. Oh.
Made of cherry wood, father's favourite.
The pipe of Seeger Holmes, a small straight smoking pipe made of cherry wood that belonged to Sherry's late father, Seeger Holmes. We had to hide it from Violet as she didn't know we stole it from his cabinet in London. The wood is old, its surface is worn from frequent use, but it has been well maintained. A faint scent of tobacco lingers. Sherlock has taken his father's pipe with him, a sense it carries considerable sentimental value.
My small archive of crime clippings. Maybe I should pick up this habit again.
I knew you'd find it in no time.
John's Challenge 1, hidden treasure. Okay. I didn't know there was a John Challenge to be won, but that's fine. I won John's Challenge. Thanks, John. So I don't think there's anything else.
This time I was first to pick beds. This one's mine now.
Oh, here we go.
Cannot believe all my toys are still here.
Hey, they were not just yours, they were half mine too.
It's amazing they didn't auction a shite carving of a bear.
An artifact from Palau carved out of bone and claimed to be 300 years old. My mother proved it was a fake. My very favourite plaything. It was the perfect pirate treasure.
Oh, it reminds me of our neighbour. He had the same balloon in his yard, only bigger. Do you remember?
Yes. We visited him several times while living here.
Oh, new Mind Palace clue. Friendly neighbour. We had a neighbour in the island that was friends with my family. Just checking I've not missed anything here. I can't think what that can be. That VR thing. Neighbour family, the Watsons.
Need to repeat this one day, but with bullets.
VR. I think that's it for in here. Just rest well, John. Because I have not got anything else to go in here, it seems. Unless I should go and look at another dodgy door.
Another one. There must be something important behind it. I can feel it.
There's no anything else been happening. Or maybe go and visit the neighbour. Or maybe something in the Mind Palace links up. There are no records about my mother's death. We had a family friend on Cordona. He may know something. There we go. Used to live in one of the neighbouring houses near the Greek bridge, and he has a gas balloon in his yard.
Wasn't that neighbour missing a finger?
That does sound vaguely familiar. Wasn't his name, Theodore? Theodore Gilden, perhaps?
It's the perfect time to investigate.
Let's. Need to hook up your VR headset to solve this. I'm amazed he's not got one, some kind of gas-powered one. Right, a neighbour. Hold on, we'll just take that off. So, somewhere around here. Balloon in the yard and a missing finger. There we go. No, even slightly subtle. Can I jump this wee wall? Bastard. Bastard. He's dead.
That wretch Goliath would murder us all. Mark my words.
Goliath. What's happened? What's happening here? I visited the house of an old family friend and discovered evidence of recent mayhem. The gate was broken from the inside.
Destruction and trampled ground.
Has he been killed? Can I investigate the gate? I can.
As if they were struck by a battering ram.
I wonder how we managed not to hear any of this.
We were having a A psychotic episode, John.
Destruction and trampled ground.
Oh. That guy's twisted up.
Oof, a contortionist you were not.
Missing a finger.
A missing pinky, middle-aged. It's none other than Theodore Gilden.
That is like a trampling, isn't it? What's this? I think the VR on the wall is a reference to the books. Holmes puts VR on his wall in bullet holes, I think. He does it in the Musgrave ritual, but I don't remember why. I think it stands for Victoria Regina. It's in other games too, in Holmes' flat. I've never noticed that. I mean, it's been years since I played the other ones that let you go to the flat, but...
Disjointed vertebrae. Difficult to say if it was a way to start or finish him off. A belt from a dressing gown. Curious.
That leg.
A kneecap reduced to splinters.
Oh boy, Sherlock. Another death means another question.
And we shall answer the question. It's far too interesting to give it up to the police.
Know any feelings about your poor neighbour who you said was nice? Lying there in bits? Nah, no feelings. Okay. Let's see if there's anything about here. Oh, they mentioned Goliath. Right. What is Goliath? A lot of veg and fruit. We've got a ball. We've got John lying there. Maybe a bull? Quite comfy there, aye?
This is quite comfy.
Get out of my mind, John! Don't see anything else in here. Is there a spotlight just pointing up? Right, what are we looking at? A gilded cage. Victim's body took a heavy beating, sustaining multiple injuries that ultimately proved fatal. Let's say the house and Royal family found discovered evidence of recent mayhem. Enclosed pen of a large animal. Theodore Gilden. So many lethal injuries and fractures that the exact cause of death is difficult to determine. His legs are mangled and bloody. A dressing gown belt was found on the body. So we might be able to just go into his house. Checking there's nothing to investigate with the... I'm just realising the blood means that it started... started here and ended earlier. Were you poking at something, mate? Were you poking at an animal?
Poke the elephant with this?
An elephant?
Really? People are hopeless.
That makes sense. That makes sense. You alright, John? Right, what else we got? Blood? Yep.
A pool of blood and saliva, possibly as a result of impact.
There's a chain.
A strong pull broke this... leash.
Sherlock, take a picture of the footprint. It's valuable evidence.
That's the first time I've had to do that. There we go.
This photograph can help us find the old article about the elephants. The front page was fascinating.
It was hard to believe as a child.
True. We may need it in our investigation.
It's weird how you can just go... and he's there. Let's double check. Can he go into this house? Aye. What is that?
A coal gas tank. Enough to pump up an airship.
Ah, for the balloon.
A sailor's knife useful for cutting wet and thick ropes.
Nothing else about it. Really, nothing else. Oh, there we go.
It's seen a lot of use. The blade is worn from grinding.
What else we got?
Fresh signs of impact. A rough landing led to an altercation with this shed.
Wait, it said blood in that about an impact. That's not an impact. But you could say that was, you know, maybe. Let's see what we've got here. That does seem more likely, considering, but. Or was he just dragged and left there so the elephant ran out the top of him? Or did it drag him and drop him? Let's see what this is. Now that makes sense. Guy getting rattled back there and then leaves. So, what else have we got? I'm just running. Right, there, it's definitely that. I think he might have dragged your man here. Not sure. Let's see what they say.
You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate.
Is it just as simple as it seems then? Like that kind of shit? But then, what's the deal with this then? You know what I mean? Somebody get battered into that.
You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate.
So there's definitely only 3, aye. There's no another one around the corner. No. So is it just the fucking thing leaving? Oh no, there's that. That doesn't explain that at all. And the fact that there's a knife out there and like...
In a fit of rage, the elephant broke the chain and threw its victim on the ground with
That's
a fierce
the impact.
Escaping the scene, it pulled the body with it, but dropped it at the gate. At least some of this was witnessed by a third party who was hurled against the shed.
The elephant can't have gone too far. I can still track it.
Well, suppose you find it. Then what? Push it all the way back to the manor?
I like the idea that, oh, it'll be nearby, we can track it. It's a fucking elephant, mate. It's no hard to be like, where did the elephant go? Arrest the elephant. Maybe I can throw snuff in its eyes and put giant elephant cuffs on it. Hello, did you see the madness? He's just hanging about. Right, let's think about this. John reminded me of a newspaper article from my childhood. It was the first time I'd seen these beautiful creatures. I could check the newspaper's archive. It was a front page story written by a science journalist and would have been published 10 years ago. And somebody was hit with the gate during. Aye. Perhaps they saw what happened. Okay. So we've got a couple of things to do now. But none of these people seem to have anything to say. I would assume it went that way. Oh wait, do I need to have it pinned to ask people?
Could you help me? Don't take it personally, sir. But I know nothing about this.
You mate, you look like you've been standing
Excuse
there.
me, just one question. Don't take it personally, sir. But I know nothing about this.
Time to check your who, what and what, Cherry.
John.
Who are you asking? About what and dressed as what?
Maybe I should dress up as the police. Maybe that lets me ask certain people or some shit. You know, like... Ah!
Oh, who's it?
Are you able to help me?
Yes, I knew that gossip would be helpful. I know about that.
Maybe it was not today we've been dressed the police. I probably just didn't go as close to her as I meant to. The elephant named Goliath crossed the Greek bridge in the direction of the forest where Theodore used to walk it. I don't think my police attire had anything to do with that. But then these people didn't actually have anything to say before, did they? Like when I was up like this.
Help me, please.
I don't
I
think.
wish that I could help you, officer.
Let me check it. No, you can still. Alright.
Oh, who's it?
Its tracks lead towards the forest, right? Greek bridge, they were saying. No, I'm not seeing any tracks. But maybe that's Greek bridge? Yeah. So I was going the right way then. Is that right? Aye. Forest. Where the fuck is there a forest? Do you mean this? Mate. Oh! Ah, you've definitely seen some shit, haven't you? John, don't put your finger in that.
The
That's olive
elephant
oil.
barged into this cart of olive oil.
What if we're lucky and he slipped and fell somewhere along the way?
John.
Is this familiar to you?
You shouldn't have left your mansion. You won't get any answers from me.
Alright, mate. There he is, the big man. A pity you can't run in this vision. Alright, mate. What have we got? My gratitude to this island will grow, just as this tree I give to you, from the most responsible citizen in Cordona, T. Gilden. Oh shit, didn't mean that.
Okay, hear me out. If an elephant falls in the forest and there's no one around to...
John, no.
Oh, you're such a killjoy.
Let me run in this vision, please. Where the fuck's it went? I'm not seeing tracks. Did I go the wrong direction? Hold on. I feel like I just saw it. John, come on to fuck, mate. Oh, is it because I unpinned it? Is that what that was? Because I unpinned the thing? I didn't think that would stop you being able to investigate this. So calm chasing a big killer elephant. I say chasing, strolling after. Where the fuck are you? Oh right, it's water. That looked bizarre in the tracking world. Ah, can we wade? We can. There's the gown that the belt was for, the robe.
Strange. It was hung with care.
Keys?
The game has escaped us, for now. We'll find a solution to the elephant problem later.
Dear Theodore, I'm writing to you as fellow islander. I value our friendship just the value lies of our people, although I'm afraid this one-sided friendship cannot tie my hands any longer. I am being made to look weak in the eyes of your neighbours. They believe that your tree is a mockery and not a peace offering as you intended. The people are afraid. You refuse to give your elephant a proper trainer, instead using your own limited knowledge to teach it. It's an impossible situation. I admit that I did think of having the elephant forcibly taken and given to Mr. Tailheart, who has shown that he is quite capable of looking after the elephant bean. Although she is female and far less frightening than your beast, please reconsider the situation. Sir William Sinclair, Governor of Cardona. So the elephant escaped us somehow. I just gave a wee sit, John, while I stand in the water. I noticed Theodore's gown hanging in a branch, seemingly left by the elephant. I cannot pursue the creature any further at present. So get the set of keys in his dressing gown. They might let us into the house then, I'd imagine. We should go and look up the newspaper thing. It's like 9:15. Shit. Aye, where are we? You good there, man?
Want to go for a swim?
Let's see then. The newspaper, what's that? Oh, wait, why is there a hidden coin marked? Oh, they're all marked on the map, okay. But once you get there, you still need to kind of find it. There's a newspaper. Take me there. Investigate some elephant stuff. Oh shit, we've not actually been in here yet.
Stop the presses. Who is Cardona's handsome stranger? Or Nosebaggerspun's local life? Wait, no. Foppish foreigner hides dark past. Oh, you've made quite the impression already, Mr. Holmes. You care to tell your side of the story?
I'm quite certain I have no idea as to what you refer, and I am further certain I have no interest in indulging your gossip.
Gossip? The truth will come out, but will only be heard if told well. Scandal, daring-do, romance. These are the tools of every good journalist. Nothing travels faster or lasts longer than a great story. Young man, your tale will be told with or without you. My readers demand it.
You already knew my name and seem aware of my doings here in Cordona. I presume this newspaper is your little endeavour?
Yasmin Sertel, editor-in-chief of the Cordona Chronicle, advocate of the free press, voice of the people, scourge of the silk stocking.
Charmed, I'm sure. As an advocate of the free press, I trust you'll permit me to consult your archives? There are gaps in my knowledge of Cordona.
Oh, so my work does have merit. Well, I think we can strike a bargain.
Right.
I shall provide you access, and you let me keep writing about your exploits.
So be it.
Brooding bachelor builds bridges. Now that's character development.
I guess I owe you my gratitude.
What can I say? I've always enjoyed working with the Holmes. They whisper such interesting things.
What have you heard? Right, the first time I'd seen these beautiful creatures, I can check the newspaper's archive. It was a front page story written by a science journalist, would have been published 10 years ago. So, would have been then. Front page. I thought one of them would fall under a science, a journalist. The Lord of All Beasts, written by Dr. Ian Menzies. No, Mingus. Is that right? It would be Mingus. Stupid fucking name. Only a lucky few can claim to have beheld this planet's strangest and most wonderful fellow, the elephant. Said to be land's largest animal, this colossal yet friendly creature enchants all with its size, intelligence and communication. Elephants are mammals just like humans and originate in Asia and Africa. Despite feet that reach 18 to 25 inches in adult males, the elephant is surprisingly agile, and in concert with its prehensile trunk can perform feats of remarkable dexterity. Elephants form strong emotional bonds with their loved ones. Some scientists have even reported witnessing signs of grief or happiness. Perhaps the question is not how much elephants resemble us, but how much we resemble them. Okay.
That's the article. Feeling old already?
So I won another John's challenge. I don't know what I'm winning for these John's challenges, but I am winning them. That's the important part. What did it do? Did it give me new wardrobe stuff? No new outfits for John. It's fucking that pun, man. Jesus. Right, we're going into that guy's house. We're going to Teddy's house. So I'm going to assume we need to go in the back door. Maybe. Hey, the police have cordoned it off. Kinda. Oh, we can go in the front. I thought it might be like, maybe don't go in the front, just in case. A lot of pictures, mate. Jesus, okay. So you like elephants that much then? I see. I like how this game's like visual language for a room you can't go into as a curtain. That's it. There's nothing you can do about a curtain. That is a strange painting.
This young lady has a childish interest for her age. I can always recognize the spirit of a true artist.
Don't know what that means, Sherlock. Oh. So there is a way in here. Not that lassie, at least.
Who are you?
My name is Sherlock Holmes. Theodore Gilden was...
Did you kill him? Did you kill the elephant?
It's not in the yard anymore. It escaped into the forest.
You can't let it go. What if it returns?
What to finish you?
That, miss.
Imogen Gilden.
Wait, we don't know
Please,
each
I beg
other?
of you, find that dreadful beast that killed my father.
I suppose we do need to learn what happened.
Ah, no, you only lived here for a short time, didn't you?
Can you tell me what happened?
I'm thinking the ages might have been close.
I was here, so I didn't see how it began. My father visits the enclosure every morning to wake up Goliath. Today, I heard the elephant scream. I've never heard such a horrifying sound. My heart stopped. I knew something was wrong. I looked through my window and saw how it lifted my father up by his neck. I rushed downstairs. I saw it dragging my father as if he were a doll. I threw stones at it. It dropped my father's body and charged outside, screaming. Its roar was almost human. I was frightened, so I ran inside and hid here.
I'm not gonna, because I don't know the details, I don't know what actually happened.
That is a terrifying experience, Miss Gilden. I'm sorry you had to go through it.
Thank you. Goliath must be caught, Mr. Holmes.
Well, thank you for the information, Miss Gilden. I did have some questions for your father. Perhaps you might help me with them?
I wasn't privy to much of my father's life, and it's very hard to think of anything at all with Goliath still loose. Please, Mr. Holmes.
Very well. Do you mind if I ask you more questions if I find anything that might help?
Anything to catch that monster.
Oh, here we go. We haven't met before.
Miss Gilden, I was on this island 10 years ago, and your father knew my mother. I believe I even had the opportunity to ride that balloon outside, but I do not recall seeing you.
I lived at my late mother's in Sheffield at the time. I'm in no spirit to reminisce right now. The elephant is out there.
You've never heard the name Violet Holmes before? Perhaps your father...
Please, Mr. Holmes. With that beast roaming free, I can't think of anything.
Very well.
I see. What can we show her?
I'm afraid I can't add anything useful.
Your father's body here. Right, we'll leave them.
I have to leave you for now.
What's going on in here? I'm going to investigate your room. Oh, I'm investigating her room, okay.
She packed as much as she could carry.
False idols. Bazookaology, the adventures of Nabe and Laura. Okay.
False idols? Oh, sounds utterly dreary.
Ah.
The same dull poses on all romantic photographs. So idyllic. Enjoy your happily ever after before it stales.
Hey, Sherry, we need to talk.
You found false idols. We need to find the remaining two.
What does bazooka even mean? Would this paper be good for anything but blowing one's nose on?
Look at the
They're not
reflection.
rubbish, Sherry.
You see that
There's
in the
something
mirror?
more. I'm serious.
Very well. I doubt it'll be worth it, but
It
I will
reflects
find them for you,
the
John.
way we're looking.
You'll thank me later. They're some of the most imaginative books I've ever read.
What did you say?
John,
Speaking aloud
you
helps me
haven't.
think.
John, you're not real. What do you mean you've ever read? I lot see the way the mirror works. God, that is a horrible bed. Think how many times you would stub a toe getting in and out that. Right, what's this wee guy all about?
Who's a cute bird?
John, you're not real.
A commendable effort to barricade the windows.
A dressing screen and some cushions. Oh, please, Mr. Elephant, don't come after me too. Nothing else? No. Right, I think we can leave you to your grief. But we'll check the rest of your house. Oh. So he loved elephants, you say? Did the elephant maybe, I don't know, look in the window and see this shit and go, I'm gonna huff him tonight. He's dinner the night. This is so fucking wild.
The nicest spot in the room. Mr. Gilden spent hours of his life right here.
Staring at an elephant's backside. What a wonderful life. Looks eccentric and smells eccentric.
Oh. More bits of fucking elephant shit. What's this? Elephant penis crushed up into a perfume? What's this one?
Oh, the pungent stench of an animal.
Did Theodore seek some pink elephants with this?
Was Theodore just fucking insane for elephants?
I think Miss Gilden has barely matured.
Oh, shit.
I think they were closer than you and me, John.
I'm hurt.
You want to try that line read again?
A relatively functional choice to replace the finger.
Oh, that was for his... Aye. This is strange, man.
Mother. It's nice to see her young and smiling. From before Mycroft was born, our family loves to prod at the past.
Holmes's desire to rake up the past is hereditary.
Quiet, John.
Quite the spectrum, from the history of the Roman Empire to conspiracy theories of the French Revolution.
Oh. This cunt was fucking obsessed with elephants.
A catchy title. What's so special about this place? Another elephant?
What am I looking at here?
A partnership annulled with a single stroke of a pen. I should take a photograph of the plans. I don't want to carry them around.
Ivory baths. Elephant's Man, Cordona Chronicle, 1875. A local wealthy resident, Theodore Gilden, 55, has purchased an Indian elephant from a travelling circus. Mr. Gilden commented, "It is a wonderful opportunity. There is no one in this island better suited to provide such a comfortable home for this elephant. It is a paradise for a noble creature. No longer will this animal be locked in a tent with clowns. He will be my companion from now on, my second child, and I will protect him. Don't be jealous, people of Cordona. I am your best citizen." Only time will tell if this is a midsummer madness or not. The neighbouring elite of Cordona are shocked to read the news and furthermore to hear the terrible trumpetings of the beast, but they are having to accept the eccentricity of one of Cordona's most powerful. Now we can all say that the richest of our island have troubles to bear too, the same as the rest of us.
His second child? An apparent son and heir, I'd say.
Called Bean. Wait, and didn't it say that it was a female elephant? Nothing else going on in here? I mean, should there really be like a fire like that just burning? That feels very dodgy. And another one there. That's like fucking mental, that. Carved straight out the tusk, that's wild shit. How you doing, John?
Looks eccentric and smells eccentric.
Any investigation about the... Nah? Who's that again? Is that Ganesh? Oh fuck, I just spotted the chandelier as well. Right, let's see. So... stuff about the gown, traces near the shed, it's Imogen. She put off her valuable possessions and luggage, and the manner in which they're carelessly stuffed her clothes and jewellery into the bags, it's clear she has no travel experience. What does that say? This victory is for you and you only. 1879 race finals for my lighthouse in the darkest storm, Paul. There's the Bazookaology trilogy, that I take it that's another one of John's games. Aye, that weird animal perfume. And the ivory baths. Alright, let's see, what can we do here? Fatal battering. Bosun's knife. So that's damage to the shed, because the person at the bosun's knife obviously get rattled into the shed. There was a witness to the chaos in Gilden's property. They dropped their knife and may have injuries from the fall. So we'd probably want to check out the hospital record type thing for shit like that. There we go. Goliath may have killed Theodore. The elephant Goliath may have attacked Theodore Gilden in order to break free. Fatal battering and damage to the shed, they're not related. Alright, well, hospital then, innit? Check for medical record type shit. Nothing else in here. I don't know why fatal battering is funny, it just it just sounds it. Where is the hospital? Cemetery. Miners Market. Right, where we go? That's the house. Newspaper. Police station. Hidden coin. City Hall. Is it maybe that I've not found the hospital yet or something? It's look, it would have one of those kind of things, the way the other kind of places like that do. Unless I should be maybe looking at. Oh no, maybe I should go and ask Imogen one more wee. Since I've collected a wee bit more evidence there might be something actually good to ask her about. Let's think about this, right? Because I still don't know if you do have a limited amount of times you can ask her about something that's kind of vague. I'll ask her about this.
And, which part of the elephant is in here? It's quite pungent.
Oh, that. It's elephant sweat. Father believed that it might replace traditional ambergris.
Well, that's true entrepreneur spirit.
Wait, isn't ambergris like... I mean, I know it's used in perfume, but isn't it stinking? It's whale shit or something, is it no? I think ambergris whale shit.
A. Swift, is this name familiar to you? Your father had it removed from this plan.
Oh, that's Arthur Swift. I've seen him a couple of times
that's
here.
B.
He works with my father in the old city.
That's B. Arthur Swift.
He is an archaeologist?
That's the word, yes. But to be truthful, I really don't think Mr. Swift is fit to be one. I've just learnt a lot about archaeology from my favourite book series. Oh, they are
The
page
Bazookology or whatever it is.
Inspirational, I'm sure, but would you happen to know where this Mr. Swift might be found?
I don't, but perhaps you can find out somewhere. My father's work with him is all official. Lots of boring legal papers with signatures and stuff.
Okay, so Arthur Swift is the name of Mr. Gilden's business partner. Working together on a project in the old city. She doesn't know anything, but said his partnership involved a lot of paperwork. I might be able to track it down then for the newspaper or something. Ambergris is a wax-like substance found in whale gut. Aye. Not to do with John. Let's ask about this.
I found this. Who's this young lad next to you, your faithful knight?
Paul. He's my pirate. He's not really a pirate. I just call him that.
Are you
it
15?
Probably sounds very silly.
Your secret is safe in my hands. Does Paul work somewhere? What is his surname?
His name is Paul Perks. He and his yacht Whirlpool are the champions of the Salacia Yacht Club. He sails there. I'll show you where it is on the map if you need to meet him.
A yachting champion? Well, that will be a first. I prefer dry land. And so does my suit.
Let's see what else can I ask her about. There's the packed bags. That's the testimony. Gown. Maybe the packed bags.
These bags of yours, it looks as if you've packed your entire room. Were you planning on going somewhere?
My partner and I, we wanted a change, a fresh start abroad. But now I have to stay here. Here, an orphan.
Did you observe anyone else in the yard? Any of your servants, perhaps?
Servants? Do you imagine that we would have any with Goliath? No one wishes to work in this house, even for double pay. I didn't see anyone else. Only my father and that diabolical beast.
Had Goliath been aggressive before?
It's dangerous, but it was never aggressive near my father. My father would do anything for Goliath. All the elephant had to do was clap its ears.
You envied him, the elephant, I mean?
Our house is called the House of Ivory. I've heard some people refer to me as the Ivory Girl, and my room stinks of the animal, as if it's me who lives in a pen and not Goliath. It's not envy, Mr. Holmes. It's just incredibly difficult to live like this.
I'm wondering if we might find her boyfriend has a couple of injuries. As if he was maybe flung against a shed. You know?
I don't have any thoughts on this.
Any thoughts on John's shit?
How can you read something like this? It's hard to swallow, and that's not due to the hard cover.
You're hardly serious. Any library without Nabe and Laura is incomplete. If you can read, then these books are an absolute must. Love and adventure. They're about life.
Oh, I wasn't aware that exploding pyramids were a part of daily life on Cordona.
You haven't seen life, so you might try reading about it at least.
You haven't seen life? Kind of presumptuous in it. Sherlock's just like, yes, have you ever seen this? He just puts that auto pistol in her face. No, actually, he's a gentleman. He hits her with the snuff box and vanishes in the confusion.
It's chilling to think the monster is free.
Hey, back home, kill it, Mr. Holmes. I'm sorry to people from down south, but... Right, right, new stuff. John has requested we locate the entire Bazookaologist trilogy. Right. The vial contains the sweat of the elephant. It could have been worse. So that's probably important. So Arthur Swift. There's Paul Perks. Dangerous. Had never been aggressive with Theodore before. Imogen didn't notice anyone else at the crime scene. She told me she plans to leave with her partner. They wanted to start a new life abroad. Yes. Fuck, I don't know why that makes me laugh. No, they don't match up to them. No. Is your man still there? I think the police have probably taken him away. Nah, still laid up.
Oh, why do I get the worst jobs?
Oh, they didn't get the wee evidence marker, see that? How futuristic. Oh, right, sorry, I hadn't noticed that before.
Hog heaven.
That it had a bit across there for the pool and that, right? I hadn't really kind of clocked that. That makes sense. A kind of wee playground bit. Aye, weird shit. I think we'll get to that next time. Oh, look, even the gate is evidence. These guys know what they're doing. Aye, we'll go and find out more about wild elephants next time. This game's fucking wild, man. It's all over the place. It's weird. Makes me think of the dog was destroyed. Aye, the word destroyed sounds like it was put in a field and shot with a rocket launcher instead of just giving a wee injection. That wind, man. Every now and again it was getting loud enough that I could hear it through the headphones. Wild out there. Well, that is how they do it, right? Fucking atomised. Aye. Or they put it in a catapult that's just aimed directly at a wall. Just into a fine mist. Destroyed. Oh, ears are safe for the headphones. Dropped from a zeppelin. Maybe that's what the blimp was for. Maybe the animal to be destroyed gets taken up in the guy's balloon to the zeppelin and then dropped. God, that happening to an elephant. Fuck. You need about 10 balloons to even get an elephant off the ground, probably. It's the most respectful thing you can do. That is true. That is true. Alright, well, thank you for joining me, people. Take care of yourselves, brush and floss your teeth, wash your arse, and try and be the best person you can be in your day-to-day life. There might be a stream tomorrow. We're recording a Two Good Boys tomorrow, so I might do a stream after that. I'll see what happens. I'll let you know.